Okay, yes. Good evening, class. So, I hope that you all are fine. So, today we will be continuing with the beautiful story that we were reading. Okay, so before I read it, let me show you. Okay, yes, class. Yes, I will just see to it.
The sugarcane fields of Mysore. They saw people driving away white wheels. Suddenly, a big, sloth bear came charging out on the field. One of his friends panicked and shot the bear. As they watched the animal fall, they saw something move on its back. To everyone's surprise, they realized that it was a baby sloth bear. The little bear cried pitifully over his mother's body. When it started running, the narrator chased after the baby and was able to capture it. He put it
Okay, yes, class. So now you are like able to remember that what we were studying. We were studying about bond of love, and here we have till now we have read about that how the author met Bruno, right? Yes, that's the name of the beer. Very good, you remember it. Okay, so who is the author of Bond of Love, class? Yes, that's Kenneth. Okay, Kenneth Anderson, right? And whom did author get by accident? Bruno. Very good. Where did author find the sloth beer? Where was he? He was basically running, or we can say, on the back of the mother beer, right? And exactly if you have to tell the place, then what you will say? Yes, the sugarcane fields near the near Mysore, right? Okay, yes, class. So today we will be reading it further. We put it in one of the gunny bags we had brought, and when I got back to Bangalore, I duly presented it to my wife. She was delighted. She at once put a colored ribbon around its neck, and after discovering the cub was a boy, she christened it Bruno. Okay, yes, class. So basically, there is one more paragraph, so we will be discussing it together. Bruno soon took to drinking milk from a bottle. It was but a step further, and within few days, he started eating and drinking everything else. And everything is the right word, for he ate porridge made from any ingredients, vegetable, fruits, nuts, meat, curry, and rice, regardless of the condiments and chilies, bread, eggs, chocolate, sweets, pudding, ice cream, etc., etc., etc. So I think that many of you will be like feeling tempted towards. There's so many dishes to eat, right? Okay, yes, class. So let us discuss the. So this is the gunny bag, the jute bag. Generally, you might have seen in your houses. Okay, next one is christened. Okay, christened basically means christened. Christened basically means to name something. Okay, so they name it Bruno. Condiments basically is the savory, I would say, things like chutney, you can say, coriander. These are the condiments, right? Condiments used. You can add spices also. Okay, coriander can be there, then what we call it is mint, right? These are the condiments. Okay, yes, class. So what is happening now? Has he run away? No. What the author did? Yes, he brought Bruno to his home. And in what thing he brought him? Yes, in a bag, in a gunny bag, right? And what was the reaction of the wife when she like found that there is a beer in the bag? She was delighted. Delighted basically means, yes, class. Delighted means we have discussed it. Happy. It's a happy kind of feeling, right? And instant reaction was that she put a ribbon around his neck, right, and gave it a name that was Bruno. And then what Bruno did, Bruno also accepted it in some way. And then it is telling about, the next paragraph is telling about his eating habits, right? So firstly he was just drinking milk, and sooner he started to eat everything. Like we start from the curry, then chilies, bread, eggs, chocolates, sweets, puddings, everything he was eating. Yes, class. You can feel like hungry after we are done with the slides, right? Do you think the author's wife become a second mother for Bruno? Do you think? Yes, class. Like after reading that she is serving him with different kind of dishes and cuisines, what do you think? To some extent, right? To some extent, and why you say that? Because she's feeding, she's taking care of him. Very good, class. Okay, and what we can say, she's also taking care of the proper nutrition. As we know that bear has, like, they have a good appetite, so she's making sure that he is eating to his fill, right? So she is acting as a second mother for him. Okay. Yes. This, now you have to tell me what are the food habits of Bruno. You have to just tell. First one is milk, then porridge, nuts, chocolate. We can say it's the salad, and last one is pork, or we can say meat. Very good, class. So you're very good at identifying the dishes. You all are foodies, I think. Okay, yes, class. What you can, like, you have to describe this picture in your own words, like what you can see or interpret from this picture. Yes. Yes, he's saying like he's sleeping very comfortably on the bed. What else we can see? He's playing with the dog and children, or maybe he's like, what we can say is biting the dog or hurting the dog with the help of his claws, right? Okay, so let us see how he is with the children, and how, what is his routine, right? Okay, now who will read? Okay, yes, should read. The bear drank milk from a bottle. After a few days, it started drinking and eating many things, everything and anything. The bear enjoyed eating, drinking. The bear became very attached to our two Alsatian dogs and to all the children of the tenants living in our bungalow. Yes, everyone, please repeat it. Bungalow. He was left quite free in his younger days and spent his time in playing, running into kitchen and going to sleep in our beds. One day an accident befell him. I put down poison to kill the rats and mice that had got into my library. Bruno entered the library, and as he often did, he ate some of the poison. Paralysis set in to the extent that he could not stand on his feet. Okay, yes, class. So let us discuss the important words. So again, it is basically depicting about the food habits. Okay, and this is a kind of a breed of a dog. Okay, that is known as Elysian. Elysian is the dog. Okay, how we have to pronounce it? Elysian. Elysian, right? Elysian. No, no, not Elysian. It's Elysian. Shun. Okay, Elysian. Right. And befell basically happened, something when happened, paralysis, you understand that, basically you're not able to do any kind of movement, right? Paralysis, ability to, you like lose your ability to move, if I have to like better say. So what is now, what is author telling us now again about his food habits, that he's eating each and everything, right? Okay, and how he's behaving with other people. Yes, he is very much attached with the dogs. Very good, class. And with the children, he keep on running with them. He keep on like spending time. And what he does at night, he sleeps in the kitchen. Okay, so what happened one day, class? What was that accident? Very good. He drank the poison, and because of that poison, what happened? He got paralyzed. Great, class. And what was the result of paralysis? Where was basically he was most impact of the paralysis was he was not able to move his feet. Very good, class. Okay, do you feel domestication of animals is a restriction on their natural liberty? Okay, yes, class. As you can see here, the bear is like in a jungle, and here the bear is in the house. So, what do you think is it would be like that would be a better home for them? Okay, definitely, class. This is very subjective thing. It also depends upon your attachment and your preference, right? So, if you're attached with like as now, author's wife has been attached to Bruno. Okay, so she wants to keep like continue that domestication. While it can be that Bruno is missing his like jungle life, he's more comfortable over there, right? So you just need to tell what do you think. Yes, class. Okay, so you are saying that sometimes we humans can misjudge their emotions, their actions, what they want to do, and just for our own sake, just for our own affection, we keep them bonded with us, right? Definitely, definitely, that can be also the case that the he's not getting enough amount of nutrition at jungle. No one is taking care of proper meals, but here when he is domesticated, his meals are properly counted, right? So that can be also the case. So good attempt, class. One day an accident befell him. Yes, class. What was the accident that happened to Bruno? Yes, he drank the poison, and because of which he was paralyzed. Very good. Okay, yes, class. So this is a video. Okay, yes. Let's read further. So the bond of love. Now, who will read it further? Yes, Praful. Another time he found nearly 1 gallon of old engine oil, which I had drained from the sum of the Studebaker and was keeping as a weapon against the inroads of termites. He promptly drank the lot, but it had no ill effect whatever. Okay, yes, class. There is one more. Okay, yes. Don't you think Bruno has grown up a lot and is dangerous too? So now we should give him to a zoo. Yeah, you are right. The author realizes that the bear has grown up too much and the space provided by him will be small for Bruno. They decided to give him to zoo in Mysore. Good, Praful. Just try to like go for uh, I would say like tongue twisters, right? So that that comes after every word will be removed. Okay. Okay. Yes. So the sum of Studebaker. Studebaker is basically the oil that is used in like it's motor oil that is used in the cars, right? The sum basically it has we can say a large container, right? No other word is there, na? So what is happening, class? What next happened? What he did now? He just drank the motor oil, the complete. Okay, and then what he did next? What he did that he drank the basically the thing that was used to stop the termites. Okay, that is also some kind of oil that is known as Studebaker. So he drank that oil also. Okay, and he was also taking care of the termites, as we know that its favorite food was termites. Okay, so he was taking care of that also. Okay, yes, class. So I will again sum up it. Okay, so basically what is happening, first what he's drinking, first he is just drinking the engine oil. Okay, and the Studebaker is basically the American car, right? The sum basically means large amount, so he has drank the engine oil. After that, he is also becoming a weapon against these termites, because as he liked termites, so there were no termites. But after drinking them a lot, okay, after drinking that motor oil, then also it had no effect on him. Okay. Yes, class. So what they decided, that he's eating everything and anything, so he's going just out of the control. So what they decide that we should send it to the zoo, okay, because they think that they can better take care of it. Okay, yes, class. So now these are the words you have to tell me the meaning. Gunny bag, gunny bag. Yes, it is something made up of jute. So we can say made up of jute material, right? Christened. Christened means to name, right? Condiments. Condiments can be the spices, mint, okay, savory also, or we can, I would rightly write it, chutney. Buffel means, yes, class, buffel means very good. Happened. Paralysis. Paralysis. Repeat also, paralysis. Yes, loss of ability to move. Very good. Termites. Yes, these are the, we can say, insects. Very good, class. Gallon, a large amount. Good, class. Okay, yes, class. Now you have to tell me, why did narrator family decide to leave Bruno in the zoo? What was the reason? He was growing too big to be at home. He was becoming notorious. They did not like him. They were scared of him. He was becoming too big to be at home, right? They were not scared of him. He was naughty, but the house was getting small for him. So let us recapitulate. So what we have studied today, that how is the Bruno living his life at Arthur's house? What is his food habits? What he likes to eat, and what are the two accidents that have happened with him? Okay, if I have to just like sum them up. Okay, so what was the first accident? That was that he drank the poison, because of which he was paralyzed. Another was, yes, class, another was that he drank the motor oil of the Studebaker. That is basically a car that author had at that time, right? So now it's your turn, class, to speak. How did the author's wife receive the baby sloth bear? Is she was like, she was happy or she was sad after seeing him? Yes, she was very excited. She like quickly put a ribbon and named that bear as Bruno. And where did the Bruno slept? In the kitchen on the bed, right? Certain times on the in the kitchen and certain times on the bed. Okay, and but on two occasions Bruno ate, drank something, and that should not be eaten or drunk. What was that? First time was poison, and second time was class motor oil. And what made Bruno weak and paralyzed? Was it motor oil or was it the poison that was available in the library? Yes, that was the poison in the author's library. Okay, yes, class. So this is your homework. You have to write on this topic that animals also feel pleasure of love and pain. Okay, and then what you have to do, that you have to create what I would say, a flow chart or a thing that represents your like affection or your pets eating habits, like what they like, what are the things that they like, what are the things that they don't like, any accidents that have happened, you can write about them in the diary, right? Okay, yes, class, that's all from my side. So we will be continuing with this like passage that we just left, that he is now going to the zoo. Let us see how the life of the beer of, or we should say like Bruno, okay, so how the life of Bruno changes after he goes to the zoo basically, right? Okay, yes, class. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed teaching you this beautiful story, and I hope that you also enjoyed it. Thank you so much, class.